What's going on, everybody? It is another Keeping It Real podcast, and I thought I had my mic perfectly adjusted, but now I'm looking at it and I don't like it. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Luke Vaughn. I am back with another Keeping It Real podcast. This is the Keeping It Real podcast. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna adjust, the podcast brand name with the Keeping It Real and then Keeping It Real, but we'll figure it out. But what's going on, everybody? It is another podcast, and we're here. Solo dolo. I am, my Amazon account got screwed over. I don't know what's happening, bro. I don't know what's happening, but I think Jeff Bezos is trying to steal more money from your boy. But what are you gonna do? Trying to figure it out. Like I said, I'm getting another microphone. I've been trying to fix my damn Amazon account. Actually, these microphones are actually sold out on all these different recording company websites and Amazon. It's on back order. So I guess these microphones are on high demand. Maybe a lot of people starting podcasts. Dude, stop buying this damn microphone. Buy a different microphone. For God's sakes, your boy out here struggling to find a different microphone. But what are you gonna do? It's not a big deal. But yeah, I'm getting another chair as well. And if you guys don't know, we're recording in Jersey, so a lot of stores are closed. So we can't just go mosey along to the electronics store because that's not essential business. That's not essential business, and it's not open up. But I think today's Monday, the 22nd. So I think like salons are opening up maybe today or maybe next week. I don't know what's going on. But either way, Phil Murph need to open up these damn stores in this damn country, this damn state. This freaking state needs to open up. But yeah, we're living, we're surviving, we're dealing. Guys, went fishing yesterday. I'll drop some pics right here. I caught a whole bunch of fish. Just look at them. Oh, yeah. But if you guys want to check out my vlog, the link will be in the description. I make vlogs and stuff like that. If you want to check out the podcast Instagram, I post clips and stuff like that right there. Like I said, once we have guests on, dude, once I start getting some guests on, this podcast is really going to take some leaps. But I'm really excited for that. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm really waiting to set this studio up to have people on. It's going to be difficult for your boy to find valuable speakers to hop onto the podcast and provide value to anybody listening. But I'm going to try my best to find some really cool, interesting people. I know there's plenty of people out there doing plenty of interesting things. So I just got to find them, freaking lasso them in, bring them on this damn podcast. But like I said, I'm working very diligently on getting a microphone and getting a chair set up and expanding this podcast to your boy interviewing and not just interviewing, but just talking, mainly just chopping it up and talking. Oh, man, it's beautiful outside today. Might hit the beach tomorrow. Your boy might hit the beach tomorrow. We'll see how the weather's looking. We will see how the beach is coming. We'll see what people are doing. But yeah, I might hit the beach tomorrow. It's a beautiful day. Maybe go for a run on the beach. I'm actually been pretty pissed off, dude. My groin. If anybody's a podcast listener right here, I want to say shout out to you. Thank you for listening to my podcast. But my groin is still giving me some issues. So I'm trying to rest it. I'm trying to heal it. I'm trying to strengthen it. I'm not trying to run on it. I ran on it a few days ago, and it was just not right. Fuck, man, dude. It's really pissing me off, but these are the injuries that you got to deal with, and I have to this is just even more of an exclamation point to do my best to prevent all injuries at all costs, because I don't want to be dealing with the damn shit that I'm dealing with right now. It's actually really frustrating, but what are you going to do? It is what it is. Not a big deal, but dealing with it. We're dealing with it. Yeah, I was watching this crazy video of these like fighter jet guys and cruising at Mach speed. Dude, the word Mach, like, dude, we're going Mach 3, Mach 3, Mach 4, Mach 5. Yeah, we're going Mach 10. It's like, dude, that's some crazy ass shit. That is the craziest thing, flying a plane that fast. That's really crazy. Mach speed. What does that even mean? I don't even know. I didn't even honestly bother to look it up to tell you guys. That's kind of screwed up. It's kind of screwed up. Mach speed though, that's crazy. I was hearing this pilot talk about how he's going Mach speed, listening to Joe Rogan's podcast and shit, laughing, and I'm like, what, that dude? That's crazy. That's crazy. But you know what's crazy? I didn't even know. I was watching this whole documentary about he's one of the best pitchers of all time, Roy Halladay, and he pitched for the Phillies. He won I was about to say a Super Bowl. He won a World Series with the Phillies. I think he was on the team when they won the World Series. Maybe not. But he won Cy Young. He won Cy Young in both leagues. I don't really know how that's possible. He won Cy Young in both leagues, and he pitched a perfect game, and he also pitched a no-hitter in postseason baseball. Dude, he's really one of the best pitchers of all time. But I honestly didn't even know that he died in a plane crash a few years ago. A few years back, he died in a plane crash. I found this out just about a year ago. I remember I was like looking up, and they were talking about like a memory of Roy Halladay, and I was like, memory of Roy Halladay? Really? I was like, I know he was really good. I was like, maybe he's joining the Hall of Fame or something. And then like I figured out that he died in a plane crash, and I was like, I didn't even know this. So actually the other day I watched a documentary about him, and yeah, he was one of the best pitchers. He was one of the best pitchers in MLB history, which is pretty impressive. That's just something on itself that's really phenomenal. But he flew planes for a while, and he's fighting some demons, though. He was fighting some demons. I didn't even know about this. He was pitching for so long, and his back started becoming injured and started flaring up and started spazzing out, and his back started seizing up, and he was really dealing with some pretty serious back injuries, but he was performing at such a level for so long that like he didn't want to let the people that supported him down. He didn't want to let his contract down. He didn't want to let his coaches and all the people in the organization down. And he started taking painkillers, dude. He started taking opiates, and he started going down that rabbit hole. I believe he went to rehab twice, and it sounds like both times he checked out of rehab a little early, and he didn't spend the recommended amount of time, or maybe the time that he needed. And he ended up getting into a plane, and he tested positive for having amphetamines and other drugs in his system, and he died. I think he was caught. I think there were witnesses that seen him do tricks in his plane, and then he crashed into like 4 feet of water in the ocean or in a bay in the Gulf. I believe it was the Gulf of Mexico and Florida. But yeah, dude, that's crazy. I didn't know he was addicted to opiates, though. That was really surprising to me. I thought he just kind of died in a plane crash, was one of the best pitchers of all time. I knew that, but I had no idea that he went to rehab and he was addicted to painkillers and stuff like that. It was really interesting documentary. It was sad. Of course, it was really sad, but it was really fascinating to see. And his wife was really, she knew everything, low-key. She knew everything. I mean, the women always do. The women always know what's going on. The wives always know what's going on. But it was really sad. It was really sad. And then his kid was there. His kid is probably my age, honestly. And he was talking about like his dad going through the whole opiate problem and going to rehab and having to lie to him, and then the press kind of finding out, and then him having to tell his kids before the press went crazy, whatever it was. And it was just crazy. That's what happens. That's crazy. But he threw a no-hitter. He threw a perfect game. He threw a no-hitter as well in postseason baseball, but he threw a perfect game. That's super, super impressive. I mean, a no-hit. I mean, playing in the MLB is just impressive in itself, but yeah, throwing a perfect game is absolutely phenomenal. But R.I.P. that man, Roy Halladay. You know, everybody be fighting with their own demons, but dude, once you go down that pain pill, the addiction, them pain pills are no joke, dude. No joke. So strong, so powerful. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Another sports documentary that I was watching that was absolutely fascinating. It was actually, this one was almost, I wouldn't say more disturbing, but the images and the film that was shown was a little disturbing. So if you don't know, there's a quarterback that played, I don't know his career exactly, I believe he played for the 49ers, and then he played for the Chiefs, and then he got traded to the Redskins, and the Redskins gave him a pretty hefty contract, a pretty nice $90 million contract, and his name is Alex Smith, and he was good. He was a pretty solid quarterback. He was around for a few years. He played really well for a long time, and like I said, got traded to Washington Redskins and signed for a really big $90-something million contract, and he ended up breaking his leg. J.J. Watt tackled him, and he ended up breaking his leg, and he almost died. He almost lost his leg. His leg got infected. That was the biggest thing, is his leg got infected. I don't know if he had surgery right off the bat. I believe he had surgery right off the bat. Like that moment after the broken leg on the field, he had surgery, and there must have been dirt, or maybe like a dirty sock, or there was sweat, or there was like there was grass or something. Something was inside of the wound that got the leg infected, and he almost lost his fucking leg. I'm not gonna put the image up. I'm not going to put any image up of his legs because it's absolutely disgusting. But, if you want to look up Alex Smith's broken leg, because I actually broke the same bones he broke. He broke his tibia and his fibula with his, you could pronounce maybe fibula. I don't know how, but I know it's spelled fibula. But his tibia and fibula, which is basically, ready? Here's my leg. This is your full shin bone right here. This is your tibia, and then your calf back here, there's a hairline bone that kind of holds in your calf to your shin, and that's called your fibula. And I broke both of mine. I broke it on my left leg. I broke it when I was like 9. Broke it playing soccer, and I had surgery on my leg twice, and they had to cut open my leg. I had something that's called I'll put a picture up of that just because I had that shit, son. I had an external fixator. I think that's how external fixator. I think that's how you pronounce it. And and that was put in my leg, and I had that for 6 weeks. I was in a wheelchair for months. I was in a wheelchair for probably almost 6 months, low key, to be honest with you. Damn, that's crazy, bro. Almost half a year. Yeah, I was in a wheelchair for mad long, and I had this external fixator, and for a while, right when I broke my leg, they put me in a cast. And then my bone, my tibia, my shin bone, was kind of healing like this into my muscle, like right here. It wasn't healing like a straight bone. It was like off. It was offset. So they had to put me under surgery, and they had to yank it out of the bone. And then they had to set it, and then they put the external fixator. They put 2 outside pins on the top and the bottom, and they put a rod over top of my leg. So there wasn't a rod inside my leg because I was so young, and the bones were so easily growing that like that leg was almost going to be apparently stronger afterwards because I'm so young and the calcium buildup and stuff like that. And basically I had that. I broke my leg. So I kind of understand what the bull was going through. You know what I'm saying? In the aspect of he broke his leg and had to deal with his damn leg injury. But I broke my leg kind of like, so if the shin bone's like this, my shit just kind of snapped out. And it almost punctured through my my leg, but my shin guard, I was playing soccer, and my shin guard kind of stopped it. And but what he did is his fractured very similarly to this, but it also fractured through the leg like a tree snapping through. So if this is his one bone, it like snapped like this, like through the fucking leg, like someone chopping it with an axe, which is crazy, bro, which is low-key crazy. So it snapped up that way. And I guess there was chunks going into his leg, whatever happened. So it got infected. And oh my God, he started getting a flesh-eating bacteria. Literally, he got a flesh-eating bacteria on his leg. And they tried to stop it. The doctors were like, well, he's on the strongest antibiotics in the world, and it's still not working. So we don't know what the fuck to do. And I'm like, holy shit, like this guy might die. I mean, obviously he's alive right now, so he obviously didn't die. But it was crazy. I was like, it was crazy. I remember all the stories about him, like possibly losing his leg under surgery for hours and going back and back for skin grafts and stuff like that. But they showed images. His whole leg was basically black. His whole bottom half under his knee was black. And then it got to a point where they started digging all the black shit out because that's all dead tissue and dead skin, and it's bacteria where it's eating itself. It's so disgusting. Oh my God, it's giving me the chills. But bro, they showed like an image of what his leg looked like after they dug his leg out. Like, oh my God. Like I said, I'm not showing you pictures. It almost makes me lightheaded talking about it. But dude, his leg, oh my God, like. They just dug his leg out, bro. Like they had to move muscles around and try to regrow muscles and shit. It was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting. But I mean, he's starting to heal. Dude, I honestly, you guys should probably look at. I'm not gonna put it up because I don't even feel like looking at it again. But holy shit, dude. God damn, he's lucky to be alive. He's lucky to be alive. That shit is crazy, dude. His whole shin, it was like, imagine this, but like Luke Skywalker just, his whole leg just completely ripped apart, bro. Oh, it was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting. But, yeah, I mean, now he's walking. You know where he was going, which is pretty crazy? He was going to this San Antonio. He was going to this San Antonio hospital where it helps like wounded warriors that like are veterans that fight in the war, and it has like that most high tech technology and most expensive technology and all this crazy stuff that, you know, other hospitals I guess can't provide and our military has access to. So he went there and stuff like that. But it was so fascinating. It was really fascinating. And now this guy might be trying to come back to fucking football. This guy might be trying to come back to football. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know if you look up his leg and then think like, oh, this guy wants to go back and play the sport where that happened. Jeez, man. Jeez. I mean, he's still under contract, but the thing is, football might have been the thing that was in the back of his head that was like, I got to keep my leg. I got to keep pushing. I got to wake up every morning and like, I got to go play football eventually. I got to make it back to the field. Like football could have been that motivation factor that made him not fall into a depression, get addicted to drugs, freaking lose his leg type. I don't know. Football could have been that little self-motivating factor that he needed. He needed for that mental. So I mean, like, to judge him to want to go back to football, if that was the motivation the whole time was to get back to the field, then dude, it's kind of hard to judge. It's kind of hard to judge that. I don't know if I can judge that. But it is. I'm still going to judge it. I'm still going to judge it, bro. Damn, bro. His leg was so fucked up, bro. It was insane. He really almost lost his leg and lost his life. He really almost lost his life. It was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But in other news, we got Premier League soccer. I'm mad excited about that. Taking a sip of water. That ice water feeling good. We got that Premier League soccer. It's so nice to finally see some soccer. Got my boy Christian Pulisic, played mad good yesterday. Played very well, came off the bench. I believe he had assist. I don't think he had a goal. I'd have to check the statistics. But yeah, he came on, provided a fat assist right away. Played really well. I mean, your boy Christian Pulisic is a beast. So very happy he's doing well at Chelsea. Very happy to see the Premier League back in action. Manchester United played. Pogba and Bruno Fernandes are tearing it up. I'm a big fan. I'm very happy that Pogba is not trying to leave Man U anymore. It sounds like he wants to stay and build a very quality team. They're in the midst of building a pretty quality team. They need to work on the back line a little bit. Like Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, pretty solid. Lindelof can be a really good backup. I think so. And Harry Maguire is a little iffy, I think, in general. But they're doing good. I think the team is moving in the right direction. I think we need to build on our strikers a little bit and our midfield, like our outside wings. But other than that, man, our center mid is starting to really come together. Our center midfield's Bruno Fernandes, little Scott McTam, little Fred, Paul Pogba, studs for real. Some serious studs. A little bit of Juan Mata action. Juan Mata's really getting old. We probably should sell him and try to get as much money we can for him right now before he gets before he gets like ancient. Like he's gonna get to the point where he's like gonna go to the MLS probably. So before that happens, we probably should get rid of him. But I don't know what contract he's on. But yeah, I'm just happy to see I'm just happy to see Premier League come back and actually play some games. Finally got some Premier League action. We also got the Bundesliga. German soccer came back first. So shout out Germany. You know, Germany held down the coronavirus, and now they're back playing soccer, and nothing to complain about. No fans. I think Spanish soccer came back a few weeks ago as well. But Italian soccer came back, so I'm hype. I'm very hype. I think Italian soccer came back, but I'm hype, yo. Soccer is back. Soccer is back, and it sounds like the NBA is trying to come back. Sounds like the NBA is trying to play in, Disney World? What? They're playing in Florida? Disney World? They got the kids running around Disney. Disney needs some money. The NBA needs to make some money, so, dude, I'm okay with it. Let these people work. Let these people go back. Let these super athletes go back to work. Let them make some money. Let them make these millions of dollars that the economy needs. Let's get this thing rolling. Yeah, but sports are coming back. Hopefully, even if we get hit with the second wave, personally, I believe we need to stay open no matter what. We need to stay open. If lives are lost, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It seems like not that many lives are going to be lost in general, you know? It seems like a lot of the numbers are tweaked because certain hospitals need federal funding. So that's a real dilemma that we're going to have to deal with. People are going to test positive. That doesn't mean that they're going to be hospitalized. Like I said in my last podcast, Florida cases of coronavirus are increasing, but the hospitalization rate in Florida is still significantly going down. It's every day it's going down. So for coronavirus. So, you know what I'm saying? Yes, more testing. Everybody's getting tested now. You know, people are got to go to work, so we're going to get tested when we go to work. People are going to test positive. Case goes up. It is what it is. They're not getting hospitalized. Thank God. Thank God it's not the virus, the world-ending deadly virus that we thought it was. Thank God it's not. So now we really need to take the initiative and start opening up this country. And we low-key can't shut it down. A second wave, we can't shut it down. We saw what the first wave did. Not that much. The only thing that happened was the economy crashed. We crashed the freaking economy. We left millions of people without jobs. That's the only thing the coronavirus really did. So it's really an iffy subject because there are some people that lost grandparents and stuff like that. But I mean, we can't crash the economy. We can't crash the economy. It is what it is. Like, those are facts. And a lot of these people aren't dying from corona the way the news maybe is reporting it, which is not good on the news part. But what are you gonna do? Like I said, what are you gonna do? You got to try to find the facts. Got to try to find, and also you look for what you want. Like if you want to think corona's fake, not fake, but not as strong as maybe it is, you're gonna find certain facts that are gonna help you, and then you're gonna just help your opinion. And if you think it's really the deadly virus that it was said to be, and you still think that, I'm sure you're going to find some facts to back that up as well. The cases increasing, but I mean, over 7,500 people die every day from random different things in the United States. So it's like to hone in 124 deaths in one state or 100 deaths from a coronavirus, where a lot of those deaths are arguably not even from coronavirus. Like, we got to start talking about that. We got to start talking about that, especially when the second wave comes. Because we don't know if it's coming. We're assuming it's coming because everybody's hyping it up. We're hyping up the second wave. Here we go. We gotta get ready for the second wave in the fall for when flu season comes back. I don't know. We'll see. We will fucking see. It's really crazy though. It is really crazy what we're witnessing and what we're living in, especially in aspects of straight the pandemic. And dude, all these other countries that are maybe not our allies are realizing the way we took action and have reacted to going under a pandemic and dealing with an epidemic like this. So I mean, it's very sketchy. It's very sketchy. Very sketchy. Ooh. But yeah, man, I'm about to go fishing today. I'm mad excited for that, honestly. Getting this podcast going, getting this podcast. Like I said, I'm really focused on I'm getting another microphone, and I'm getting the chair, and I'm getting the studio set up for two people. If you guys want to check out my personal vlog, the link will be in the description. I just dropped a vlog I talked about it in my podcast the other day, but all about basically me removing myself from materialism and consumerism and just getting away from, purchasing all the new materialistic goods. And I really am selling all my Supreme, Bape, Air Jordan sneakers, some of my like Polo, Tommy Hilfiger, just like all these access clothing, my True Religion jeans that don't even fit me anymore, my New Era baseball hats. I have a whole bunch of colors. I was always I dropped a video kind of explaining this, but I was always a kid that wanted, to buy all the new things and get all the new clothing and get all the new accessories, get all the designer belts, look really fresh, have clean clothes, be really, really looking good, looking clean, looking sharp. And I'm still, I guess you could say I'm still like that. I want to look good. I want to look clean. I want to look sharp. But you really don't need to get caught up spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on sneakers that only a few people notice and nobody else really gives a fuck about, and spending all this money on new fresh hats and belts and jewelry and just new clothes every year, new trends and stuff like that, new styles and stuff like that. And then you start losing value of what life really has to offer you, and that's like the experiences that you're gonna do. And if you're wearing super expensive clothes, it's gonna limit you and restrict you from wanting to fuck those clothes up and go experience life. You know what I'm saying? And that's really true. It's not just that, but also just buying the lack of money. You start losing your money. You start putting all your time and your energy and your money into materialistic goods that you wear or you show off on Instagram, and you get some likes, and then you can't wear it again because you already showed it off. So you got to change the outfit up. So it was those things that I was fucking dealing with for a long time, ever since high school, I decided to sell all my shit, sell it all. I sold so much on StockX, so much on eBay, selling stuff to kids right now on Instagram and stuff like that. And yet most of my stuff I sold on eBay, I'll be honest with you. But yeah, if you saw any of my other videos, I make some videos every once in a while about running. I really want to make videos about running, but my groin's fucking me up. But I'm videos about fishing, big into fishing. Like I said, today I'm going fishing, making a little vlog about it. I'm catching some bass. Snowboarding, I'm going to be snowboarding a lot more, especially when the winter time comes. Going to be traveling around, hopefully snowboarding. Gardening, I want to be growing my own vegetables, growing my own food, being a little bit self-sufficient in that aspect, and also showing that off. People got to learn how to grow their own foods and be able to fend for themselves out there. So I think that's really valuable. I think that's really cool. I think that's something that I like to do. So either way, I'm going to do it. So doing that. But yeah, like just even having all that shit around me, like a stack of old Supreme and designer belts that I bought in high school that I don't really care about anymore, but it's still in my view and in my shit. Like I'm not buying, I wasn't buying a lot of shit anyways, but I still had it all. I had it all. I was looking at it. I would wake up every morning. It would be in my mind. It would be in my surroundings. Even when I'm like reading my books and doing my shit and getting my daily tasks and exercising, it still would just be there, just infiltrating the mind, infiltrating the system, trying to freaking sink my ship. That's what it's trying to do. It's trying to sink my ship and distract me. But yeah, it was just becoming a bunch of distractions and waste of time, waste of energy, a waste of space, a waste of freaking space. I have these designer things all set up and shit. And I can say for sure, like the first few YouTube videos I made was all about, my designer stuff. I wanted to do unboxing videos and stuff like that. And I thought it was really cool. And I liked it for the time being, but I knew it wasn't sustainable. And I knew it wasn't the kind of videos that I liked. So, I just kind of realized I watched some other YouTubers and figured out what kind of video content is possible for someone like me. And what do I kind of want to do in life and the long-term goal. I really took into consideration the long-term goal. So, which is good, which is actually really good, really good. But, yeah, right now that's where I'm at in my life, making these podcasts, trying to upgrade these podcasts, trying to make a lot better YouTube videos and content and stuff like that, trying to save my money, trying to get my money back from the expensive things that thankfully though, I can say this. Thankfully, I did spend my money on really expensive like luxury designer items and sneakers, but you can kind of get your money back with that shit. You actually can resell it instead of buying, like if I bought like just a bunch of Polo and Tommy Hilfiger, you can't get none of your money because that stuff's like, that's just like department store clothing. Thankfully, I did kind of buy Supreme and Bape and Louis Vuitton and Gucci slides and Margiela sneakers and some baseball hats because I could I'm reselling all that stuff, especially the Supreme and sneakers. So thankfully, I spent my money on some stupid stuff, but thankfully it was stupid. It was not stupid enough that I always knew I could resell that stuff. I always knew it was something that was of value in the future. So not super in value. I didn't make a whole bunch of profit. I lost some money, but I did. It was worn clothes and it was worn sneakers and used stuff like that. So I'm not worried about it too much, but it's mainly the distraction. It's mainly just the infiltration of all that, the thoughts and then I see the Supreme. It's like, oh shit, that's actually really cool. Like maybe I'll buy another one. It's like, nah, I can't. That has to stop. So, yeah, remove myself completely. So I posted a vlog about it. And that's kind of just like what I talked about. I explained how I want to make better YouTube videos, make higher quality podcasts. I'm reading a lot more. I want to be educating myself a lot more. So, when it comes to these podcasts, I can be a little bit more informative and just educated. No one wants to be stupid. No one wants to be ignorant. But, yeah, no one wants to be a dumbass. But, hey, you got to take it upon yourself to not be a dumbass. Don't be a dumbass. But yeah, that's just what I talk about in my vlog. So if you guys want to check, like I said, if you guys want to check out my vlog, link will be in the description. I'm going to be making a lot more videos. I didn't take 2 weeks off. I even talked about it in my video. I had to take a step back, even with my podcast because this podcast was actually, before it was on this YouTube account and I had this Instagram channel where I post clips, I had it all on my personal YouTube and it was really just me. I didn't have a microphone like this. It was just like me and like I would just talk and I would just literally talk for like 20, 30 minutes and I would just wing it. I would go up and wing it, talk about current events and stuff like that. Now I kind of like have like a little bit of a guideline of what I'm talking about. And like I said, once I start talking to people, we're going to really be diving into each other's minds and perspectives and talking about current events and figuring out perspectives about that and past events and past experiences and storytelling and all that stuff. So I'm definitely going to have some fun content in the future. So I'm really excited for that. But yeah, having those luxury access, it's really the access materialistic things, these materialisms and consumerism, constantly keeping up with the Joneses and trying to buy more stuff and buy new things. The only new sneakers that I need are running sneakers after I've ran 500, 600, 700 miles on a pair of sneakers and my legs start hurting. That's all I need is to get some Nikes and some Hokas and just run on them. That's really all it is. So I was like, all right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm cool with that. So I sold all my sneakers. I still got a few that I'm selling and dealing with, but yeah, working on completely removing myself from all that materialistic stuff and already sold so much, I'll be honest. It's like letting go of something. It's like I need to let go of you and I know it, but I'm still going to miss you. And then when I see someone post a picture on Instagram wearing like a fresh outfit, it's like, oh, I used to have those sneakers. Like, but doesn't matter. It's all good. It's for the better. It's for the better, honestly. And it's just clearing your mind up. Like I said, I'm really about to go hard and start meditating. I'm hype about that. So I've been doing it very lightly, just like a few times a day, just like really trying to remove myself. But I'm about to go hard. But also, I broke down in that vlog. Basically, you guys don't have to watch the vlog. I just explained to you what I'm talking about. But please go watch the vlog. Drop a like, drop a comment, please. But link is in the description. But yeah, I basically just explained that I'm trying to be experiencing a lot more stuff. I'm going to be traveling. I might bear with me. I might be traveling across the country. I might drive across the country and do a little cross-country road trip. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. Maybe hit campsites, maybe hit like freaking motels, maybe hit Airbnbs. But dude, I have no idea. But I low key want to do that. I want to go fishing. These are the three main things that. All right, four main things. I want to see new things, go places I've never been. Period. I want to go fishing and catch a whole bunch of fish and have fun. I want to run across new places and run in cool ass areas and see cool things. I also want to see some land. I want to see some land for future maybe where I want to live, stuff like that. And I want to record it all, learn it all, journal it all, record it all. You know, one thing that I'm doing, I talked about it before, I'm journaling. I especially if I do a cross country trip like that, I'm going to have a special journal, you know, just for myself, just for my own mental state. And then I'm going to have a journal for that trip specifically so I can turn it into a book. And then boom, that's how you have another source of income right there, bro. I broke it down for you. So anybody that is thinking, how should I have, people say have multiple sources of income. That's how you do it right there. You got a YouTube, you got the vlog, or you got the vlog YouTube, you got the podcast, and then you go do some shit with the vlog so you can have some fun with it, and then you write a book while you do it. Boom, right there. Sources of income. Broke it down to you. But yeah, that's all realistic stuff. So, yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. That's probably what I'm going to do. You know, this podcast will be growing with your boy. Growing and going with your boy. So, if I do travel across the country, I will be recording the podcast on the road, which is actually going to be very interesting. We'll see how that works. But it's going to happen. It's going to happen. We ain't forgetting about the podcast. That'd be cool too if I travel across, meet up with like maybe other YouTubers, other people that actually do have some cool insight on life that could provide a cool podcast episode. And yeah, dude, we could have them on the podcast. Yeah. You never know. We'll see how it goes. But excuse me. But this summer I am planning on maybe driving across the country, maybe not hitting all 50 states, but maybe going to certain places. But like I said, especially fishing, running, seeing new shit, and vlogging, baby. That's what we're doing. So guys, please check out my vlog, and please go click the link in the description, hit that subscribe button, and show your boy some love. Because we're going to be going hard. We're going to be going hard on the journey of life, experiencing shit. But that's what I was really emphasizing in my video. You know, it's like a lot of people are getting caught up in the things of we work, we go to job, we get money. So now we buy new things. I'm going to buy something with that. I'm going to go add something to my life. Go add this. I'm going to add this. But it's all materialistic stuff. Some people, and every once in a while, some people do it, but it's more like once a year type of shit. It's like once a year they go hike a mountain. Twice, 3 times a year they go to the beach. And yeah, we got some beach goers. But you know exactly what I mean. The materialistic consumerism things is just a constant every day. Consume. Buy, spend. And it's insane. It's really insane. And completely removing myself from that. Like I said, about to be growing my own food in general. So hopefully I don't have to be buying any food. I low-key want to get to a point where I don't buy no fucking food, yo. That'd be lit. I'm going to have to buy some coffee. Americano. Damn, bro. I really can't believe that about Chris D'Elia, though. It sounds like some of these allegations are true. Damn. I'm waiting for a pod. I'm waiting for him to drop a pod. Today is Monday, so all the comedians and all the other podcasters are probably going to drop a podcast today. So that's lit. We'll see what they have to say, but man, it's crazy. That's why you can't get caught up in that shit, man. You can't get caught up in the hailstorm, the firestorm of these celebrities. Getting caught up in it. But what are you gonna do? They're not grounded. They're not grounded people. That's what I'm trying to stay grounded. That's why I'm trying to move away, just so I can fully work on myself and have no outside influences and stuff like that. You live around all these people. There's so many people trying to put their influence on you. So many people trying. Every day you see them. You should do this. You should think about this. It's like, yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. But I got to figure out what works for me. But that's life. That's life. I was watching this podcast with Joe Rogan. I know I'm always watching Joe Rogan podcast. I know. But I don't even know this guy's name. I know his first name is Naval, Naval. And Naval Potts, I don't know his name. But he was so fascinating. He was actually a really solid podcast listener or podcast listen. And he was really good. He was a really fascinating guy. And he broke down all like business ideas, philanthropy, philosophy, I guess you could say, like different financial philosophies and words of wisdom and different phrases that really just stuck. And it was really interesting. He was really fascinating guy. Talked about meditation, talked about the deep state of mind that meditation can bring you. Talks about like a little bit about Buddhism. Buddhism and meditation is very interesting. Buddhism is very interesting. If anybody knows anything about Buddhism, it's very fascinating. The idea of being a Buddhist, and it's really fascinating. But he also talks about, getting wealthy first so you don't have to worry about financial things, so then you can let go and do things like that. It's very fascinating. But debt is something that you don't want to get into. Debt, thank God. I read this book. I'll put it right here. A lot of people recommend this, and I know a lot of people that have read it, but it didn't stick the way maybe it stuck with me. I don't know why, but it's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And this book is really, really, for me personally, it was more of a mindset change. It was more of a mindset change than anything. And it basically broke down to you that not only to get rich, the word rich, I don't like to use the word rich and be rich and get a lot of money, but to have financial freedom, to be able to do what you want to do with your time and be able to create maybe good finance, maybe create a good income, a good stream of wealth, good stream of money is you can't rent your time out to a job. You can't rent your time to someone else who's your boss that's getting the whole pie and you're just getting a piece of the pie that you cooked and you baked. You know what I'm saying? So reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad basically broke down, you really got to be your own boss, low key. You almost got to be an entrepreneur. And that doesn't mean you have to start a small business like a pizza shop and eventually have people work for you. It could mean that. It could mean that if that's what you want to do. But it's not only that. And it also doesn't mean you have to be an inventor and you have to invent ShamWow and, I invented ShamWow and now I'm rich. And it also doesn't mean you don't have to be a stock market broker where you buy millions of stocks and it's like, yeah, bro, I'm a stock market guy. I make millions of dollars in the stock. But you gotta own yourself. You gotta own your knowledge. You gotta know what the fuck you're talking about. If you want to be an educated person, you have to get educated. You can't listen to educated people. You have to get educated yourself. If you want to have freedom of time, you got to be able to own your time. You got to be able to do something that brings in. You got to have assets. It's truthfully assets and liabilities. Liabilities, if you don't know what a liability is something that's taking money out of your bank account, taking money from you. Assets are putting money into your bank account, giving money to you. You are making money from assets without spending your time. So in a way of thinking about it, you can look at real estate. Let's say you buy an apartment. Let's just say you buy a four-room apartment or 4-housing apartment, whatever it is, and it's $1,000 a month for people to live there. You have 4 people that live there. You get $4,000 a month. Once you buy that and you fix it up and you deal with making sure these people are going to pay you, which is a pain in the ass. That's a job in itself. But once you can learn how to do it correctly and you can handle the situation and hopefully you pick a right area where you're not dealing with bad people that aren't going to pay their rent or whatever it may be, you can really put yourself into position to make money work for you. And that's the whole idea of, being wealthy and obtaining financial freedom is having the money that you have and own work for you in itself. So, you have to have the money grow on its own, and it's very deep. And there's so many different ways of doing it. That's the thing. It's easy to say that. It's easy to do that. And that's why it is. That's also a part of why it's easy to say that, because there's so many ways of getting wealthy. There's so many ways of minusing all of your not debt, but all of your expenses, I guess you could say. And that's a part of why I'm selling all of my clothing and changing my habit and changing my lifestyle. That's really what it's a lifestyle change. I'm changing my lifestyle so I don't pay for motherfucking nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? Eventually it's going to be phone. And once I get a house, it's going to be phone, gas, electric, water. Hopefully that's it. You know, I'm going to try to have solar panels, going to be trying to grow my own food, hunting my own food. I'm going to need some Wi-Fi and stuff. But for the most part, you really got to property tax, mortgage. You got to figure out what kind of mortgage do you want? Do you want a big home and then pay for a mortgage, 30-year mortgage, 15-year mortgage, 15 years, I think, right? But 30 years is the recommended mortgage that you would want to choose. But do you want to even buy a mortgage? Would you rather buy a small house and be able to pay it off maybe $15,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, you know, right off the bat? I don't know. Whatever it is, but what you got to do is you got to learn about it. You know what I'm saying? Before you buy a house, before you get involved and sign off on a mortgage, you should read mortgage books. You should read all these different financial real estate books, what it is to get involved in a mortgage, what a mortgage actually is. Because honestly, most people probably don't know what a mortgage is. And truthfully, I couldn't break down really educated in a really educated view and in terms and terminology that would be really like, oh, this guy knows what the fuck he's talking about, right? I wouldn't even know how to start about mortgage. But before I get myself involved in a mortgage and get myself involved in real estate and buying property, best believe I'm gonna have at least 5 to 10 books under my sleeve and some true education, and hopefully talk to some people with real experience in that. You know, thank God I have a few friends that are already getting their feet wet in real estate that I can learn from. And once they get their real estate going and they're going to have to come to social media and start making YouTube videos about real estate or maybe Instagram videos, they can talk to me and hopefully I can provide some information and knowledge. And then that's what's called networking. And dude, now you're out here being a freaking entrepreneur. But that's what you got to do. But that's what this guy on this Rogan podcast, I don't know his last name. He was really fascinating though. He was really fascinating. But Rich Dad, Poor Dad, guys, if you've never heard that book, it's truthfully, it is the first book I've read on my own. It's the first book I ever read on my own, and I finished it on my own, and I read it because I wanted to read it. And that was a part of why it changed my life. But that book alone changed my life. That was the first book I've ever read. From that book, moving forward, I read a whole bunch of other things. I realized there was so much knowledge and education out there that number one, I wasn't going to get at maybe college, maybe at these universities. That was number one. It was also education that many people around me do not know, and they do not live that lifestyle. So how would they know how to live that lifestyle? You know what I'm saying? If someone doesn't make a podcast, if someone doesn't do what you want to do, let's say you want to be a day trader, you want to sell stocks and you want to be a stock market genius, right? How the fuck are you going to take advice from someone that doesn't do that shit? You can't. You almost can't. Yeah, maybe if you want to learn how to cook a fish and you're listening to your neighbor how to tell you how to cook a fish because he goes fishing all the time, yeah, take his advice and run with it. But once he starts telling you how to make a podcast or how to buy stock market shit, you're going to have to take that information with just a grain of salt. Be nice to the guy, be respectful. But I mean, we're in a day and age, everybody wants to give their opinion. Everybody wants to be a knowledgeable source. Everybody wants to be helpful. Unless you're a goddamn psychopath, people want to be helpful. People want to help people. People want to see people grow and move forward with the help they've given them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I planted that seed, boy. You know what I'm saying? I put that tree in the ground. It's like, but I put that idea in their head, bro. I'm about to make them join my cult, dog. But you just got to find what works for you. Everybody's brain's different. Everybody has different genetics. Everybody gets motivated differently. Everybody has different aspirations and inspiration, and everybody has different goals and different ideas and different lifestyles and different cultures. So, I mean, it's okay to be different. It's okay to not want it. It's okay to not want the same thing as other people. You shouldn't want the same thing as other people. You should want what you want for yourself. So that's just what I got to say. That's why I wanted to talk about this kid, Mav. This kid, Mav, is a YouTuber. I'm going to quickly talk about this. But this kid, Mav, is a YouTuber. He's pretty cool, yo. I think he's like 23, 24 years old. But he just drives around the country. He has like a Ford F-150. And he's got like a big hatch in the back. And he goes camping in his truck. He drives around. He goes fishing. He eats the fish. He cooks up ramen noodles, makes recipes and catches fish and grills the fish with different recipes and makes videos about it. But yeah, he's got like 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. MAV, just Mav. And yeah, he's pretty cool, yo. He'll go driving like 70 miles and then he'll arrive at his destination and like he'll get there, it'll be pitch black. He's like, I don't know where to go. He just pulls over on like the side of the dirt road and just goes camping right there in the back of his. Pretty sketchy, yo. Pretty sketchy, bro. He could get like murdered and shit, but one time he posted a video and there were actually like people outside of his truck like acting crazy. And then like gunshots went off and he was tweaking he was like made a vlog about it and he was like tweaking inside of his. He was like, oh my God, bro. It's like, yo, damn, bro. He's really out. Like that's what happens though when you're out there camping and exploring. You deal with crazies, you deal with drug addicts, you deal with wild hillbillies and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, dude. It's kind of sketch. Those nomadic people that live in the middle of nowhere. But man, he's pretty cool, man. He just drives around the country, all these different states, goes all these different state parks, camping trips, and just catches fish, cooks them up, catches trout, salmon, bass, a bunch of sunny, crappie, panfish, catfish, walleye, catches walleye. So yeah, I mean he's pretty cool. Mav, that boy Mav cooking it up. There's so many YouTube fishermen. I could sit here all day and go through them. They're actually all pretty cool, I'll be honest. But your boy, it's about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Your boy's got to edit this video, and then we're going out fishing. So I'm very excited about that, guys. Thank you so much for watching this podcast. If you enjoy this podcast, please smash that like button. If you want to check out the podcast on Instagram, the link will be in the description. Right here, my Instagram right here. It's the Keepin' It Real podcast. It's the same name, baby. Come on, go follow me on Instagram. But also, if you want to check out the vlog that I talk about, or I'm talking about it every once in a while, but it is your boy's personal vlog. It is your boy's personal vlog. We are doing everything that we talk about on that vlog. So, guys, if you want to check that out, link will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. If you guys want to check out the podcast on Apple Podcast, if you're driving, if you're doing something like that in the future, we are on Apple Podcast. But thank you so much for listening. Take it easy, guys. Deuces.